Hello viewers, thanks for joining us on Nigerian Correctional Service online television. On our headlines today, Minister of Interior calls for synergy among security agencies. Plateau State Parole Board considers 3 inmates for parole. UNODC ends over new vocational centers in Yola Custodial Center. I am Assistant Superintendent of Corrections Taiwo Mohunu. We'll be back after this timeout. Stay tuned, please. Welcome back. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubumitijio, just called on the officers of the Nigerian Immigration Service to ensure effective management of the nation's borders to help mitigate the current challenge of illegal migration amongst bordering countries. Tunji Ojo made this call while presenting a keynote address during the 2024 Controller General of Immigration Service Annual Conference with the theme Enhancing Border Security and Migration Management in a Globalized World, Challenges and Opportunities for Nigeria in Jos, the Plateau State capital. He reiterated the need for synergy among security agencies as that will help to curb proliferation of weapons and illegal migration into the country. The conference, which was organized to remind the immigration officers of their mandate to the nation and further equip them with skills to tackle challenges, was attended by all security chiefs under the Ministry of Interior and other top government functionaries. The Command Public Relations Officer, Deputy Superintendent of Correction, Geoffrey Longdime, also reported that the Minister, Secretary of the Civil Defense Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services Board, Jafaru Ahmed, as well as the Controller General of Corrections, Ali Runababa, were also at the Jos Custodial Center to inspect the facilities. The Plateau State Parole Board has considered 3 inmates serving different jail terms in the Maximum Security Custodial Center in Jos for parole. The Plateau State Public Relations Officer, Deputy Superintendent of Corrections Geoffrey Longdam, filed in a report that the 3 inmates have served more than 10 years in the center. 2 of the inmates are serving long-term sentences, while the 3rd inmate serving life imprisonment. The report further stated that the inmates were recommended by the authority for parole based on their good conduct, having certified and gone through different reformation and rehabilitation programs in the center. The board, which is chaired by Justice Roslyn Shah, retired, will reconvene for further hearing and onward transmission of their cases to Plateau State Chief Judge Justice David Mann for review. Other members of the board include Controller of Corrections, Plateau State Command, Timothy Dabbit, and other members from various professions. To help inmates lay a foundation for financial independence, self-worth, and societal reintegration, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC, has constructed a female vocational center and renovated the male vocational center in Yola New Medium Custodial Center. Speaking at the handover ceremony of the facility in Yola, the UNODC Country Director, who was represented by the Project Coordinator, Prison and Penal Reform, Muchenita Mundopa, emphasized that the ceremony marks the transfer of facilities and the beginning of a transformative journey aimed at rehabilitation, reintegration, and restoration of dignity for inmates. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubumitijio, who was represented by the Technical Advisor to the Minister on Corrections, Deputy Controller of Corrections, Babatunde Ogundari, lauded UNODC for the giant strides. He stressed the commitment of the Minister to strengthen rehabilitation and reintegration's effort in line with Mr. President's renewed hope agenda. The Chairman, House of Representative Committee on Reformatory Institution, Honorable Chinedu Oga, registered his commendation to the UNODC for the laudable initiative and urged other individuals and organizations to complement this administration's effort. Meanwhile, the Controller General of Corrections, Ali Runababa, represented by the Controller of Adamawa State Command, Garba Abubakar, applauded UNODC for its support to Nigeria in fostering rehabilitation and reintegration of inmates. The center is expected to focus on equipping inmates with skills in carpentry, tailoring, and traditional art-making trades with strong cultural roots and demand in local markets. The Controller of Corrections, Akwa Ibom State Command, Frank Okonkwo, has promised to maintain a safe and drug-free environment in all the correctional facilities within the command. According to report by the Command Public Relations Officer, Assistant Superintendent of Corrections, Richard Menthong, Okonkwo made the statement during a courtesy visit to the State Commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Obot Basi, in our office, Uyo, and the Akwa Ibom State capital. During the visit, the Controller emphasized the importance of information and intelligence sharing to combat the issue of drug abuse and trafficking among inmates. While responding to the Controller, the NDLEA Commander Obot said there is need for closer cooperation between the two agencies to achieve common goals. If you're just joining us, you are on to the Grill News Bulletin, coming to you from the Nigerian Correctional Service online television. Still to come, Zamfara State Governor donate food and other items to inmates. These and more stories after the short break. Don't go away.
Good day, viewers. I am Superintendent of Corrections, Portia Stephanie Aji, the Public Relations Officer, Correctional Service Training School, Kaduna. I am on Nigerian Correctional Service online television. To get our link, simply type Nigerian Correctional Service on YouTube for all our videos. Don't forget, always subscribe, like, and share all our social media channels showing on your screen.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Grill News Bulletin on Nigerian Correctional Service online television. The Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Bayelsa State Command, Patrick Ikaba, has requested the officers and men of the Nigerian Correctional Service to have their driver's license to drive on Nigerian roads. Commander Ikaba made the statement when he paid a visit to the Controller of Corrections, Bayelsa State Command, Hope Imora, at the state headquarters in Yenagwa, the state capital. The Command Public Relations Officer, Assistant Superintendent of Corrections, Gassi Isari, reported that the visit was aimed at fostering existing cordial relationship and exploring areas of collaboration between the two agencies. According to the report, the FRSC boss educated the officers that the driver's license is what empowers anyone to drive in Nigeria. He went further to acknowledge the critical role played by the Nigerian Correctional Service in ensuring public safety and security. While applauding the Commander Ikaba for the visit, the Controller of Corrections Imora re-emphasized the importance of interagencies collaboration and assured him of a cordial synergy. To bring succor to the inmates of Medium Security Custodial Center Gusau, the Zamfara State Governor, Dauda Lawa, has donated food and other essential items to the facility. While presenting the items, the Chief Imam of Sahara Jumet Mosque Sheikh Saidu Aliu Maikwano, who represented the governor, said that the donation was in fulfillment of the promise made by the governor. The Controller of Corrections, Zamfara State Command, said the kind gesture of the governor was timely and promised to distribute the items accordingly. As the former governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, winds up his administration and exercised its power of the prerogative of mercy, granted pardon to 15 inmates, 7 different sentences, including a 77-year-old inmate on death row. According to the report filed in by the Edo State Command Public Relations Officer, Superintendent of Corrections, Aminu Suleiman, the pardon followed a request made by the Edo State Advisory Council on the prerogative of mercy. The Controller of Corrections, Edo State Command, Philomena Emiyo Nola, on behalf of the Controller General of Corrections, Ali Runa Baba, applauded Obaseki, stating that the pardon will further aid reformatory and rehabilitative program of the custodial center. The controller also admonished the inmates to stay away from crime, give good account of themselves to justify their release as they go back to the society. On sport, The chairman of Plateau Football Association PFA and former member House of Representatives Honorable Suleiman Kwande has called on all security agencies to imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship. Dr. Kwande made this call while addressing participants at the maiden edition of the Plateau State Inter-Security Football Tournament, stressing that the aim is to bring different security agencies together in unity for a safe, peaceful and secure state. The match between the Nigerian Correctional Service Football Club, Plateau State Command, and their counterpart, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, ended in a 1-1 draw. The Controller of Corrections, Plateau State Command, Timothy Dabbit, was in attendance to cheer the team up and assure them of his support to bring the laurel home. This is where we draw the curtain on this edition, as written and compiled by Deputy Superintendent of Corrections, Frank Awa. Join us next week for more updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media channels showing on your screen. I am Assistant Superintendent of Corrections, Taiwo Mon, saying bye for now.